A very good afternoon to you and welcome to Lunchtime News, come to you live and direct from the Newsfirst Centre here in Colombo. I'm Florin Rajendran. Before going the stories in detail, here's a look at the headlines. President Maithripala Sirisena engages in diplomatic talks as part of his first official state visit to India. Protest staged by the Devala Mount Lavinia employees demanding for due overtime allowances. 21 Egyptians executed by the ISIS. ICC World Cup Ireland clinches resounding victory against the Windies. In those stories in detail now, President Maithripala Sirisena held diplomatic discussions with Indian government officials after arriving in India yesterday. The Sri Lankan president left to India upon the invitation of Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi.
The Sri Lankan president was welcomed ceremoniously. A guard of honour was also conducted for the Sri Lankan president, who arrived at the Rashtrapati Bhavan this morning. According to Indian media, during the discussions between Sri Lankan President and Prime Minister Narendra Modi, they are likely to deliberate on all major issues such as devolution of power to the Tamil community and issues concerning the fisheries community. Today is the first day of the official visit of President Maithripala Sirisena to India. It is the day where the President will meet with the Indian government representatives and senior Indian government officials. The Sri Lankan President was provided with a special military guard of honour and a vehicle parade. Indian President Pranab Mukherjee and Indian Prime Narendra Modi was also present at the event, which was held with much pomp and pageantry. Subsequently, the Sri Lankan President paid floral tributes to the Mahatma Gandhi statue. The President had the opportunity to meet with Sushma Swaraj a short while ago. The President is also due to visit the National Museum in the afternoon and will meet Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi later in the evening. India has been hoping that the new Lankan government will develop ties on the foundation of genuine and effective reconciliation, creating harmony among all sections. President Sirisena will meet President Pranab Mukherjee this evening, who will also host a banquet in the honour of his Sri Lankan counterpart.
On to another headline-making story. A group of employees at the Devala Mount Lavinia Municipal Council engaged in a protest, citing that they are yet to be provided with overtime allowances. A group of employees of the Devala Mount Lavinia Municipal Council engaged in a protest this morning in this manner. The protesters later staged the protest obstructing the road opposite the municipal council premises. Though the police personnel intervened to disperse the protesters who were obstructing the main road, their efforts to do so proved futile.
පසුව ඔවුන් නගර සභා භූමියට ඇතුළු වීමට උත්සාහ කළ අතර
There is a circular that is given by the government which says that overtime allowances can only be given if the attendance is marked with the fingerprint. A protest of this nature has not happened at the municipal council premises before.
අපි වෙන්දර මේගොල්ලෝ දීප ප්‍රමාණයක් දෙනවා. අපි දුව දැන් මෙයාට රෝටි පැය 100ක් දීලා නම් ඒක මේ පාරත් එන්ජින් දෙන්න. ඒක දෙන්න. අපි මැෂින් ප්‍රශ්න විසඳගමු වෙන.
JVP parliamentarian Vijita Herath attended a meeting in the Pallihandi area in Seduwa.
තමුනාසල කවුරුත් බලන් ඉන්නවා.
You must be thinking that the new government has not yet caught the rogues in the former government. Not even one of them were brought in front of the law. We are also in doubt whether they are evading this. Is someone from the inside getting prepared to cover this up? So we are committed and we will do our best in not letting the government cover this up. This cannot be delayed. We have to give them the proper punishment either through the President's Commission or any other commission, or even implement a new commission for this. This is a government responsibility and we have to take the necessary steps.
Director of the Colombo National Hospital, Anil Jasinger, says that the OPD of the hospital will function until 10 p.m. daily from today. He said that the decision was taken in line with the policy of the new government. The director said that thus far the outpatient treatment unit functioned only until 8 p.m. daily.
We have decided to extend the outpatient department services by 2 hours, that is from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. We have been conducting the outpatient department till 8 p.m. so far. However, we have decided to extend. Therefore, I believe that the office workers would be specially benefited by this.
A fishing vessel that set off to sea from the docks of the Negombo fishing harbour caught fire at the mid-sea of the 13th of this month.
The Chaturani 1 fishing vessel off to sea on the 29th of December from the Negombo fishing harbour. Fishermen who were on the boat say that the boat caught fire after it was struck by lightning while they were returning home. The incident took place in international waters on the 13th of this month. We were sleeping at the time. Our course for the day was over and we opened our eyes after lightning struck the boat. We could not figure out what happened. What we saw then was fire all around us. We tried to douse it, but we were unable to do so. There were 7 fishermen in the boat at the time of the incident, and 4 of them abandoned the vessel and jumped into the sea. However, the fishermen who were in the Chaturani 3 vessel which arrived at the location say that they were able to rescue all the fishermen from Chaturani 1. Crew members of both vessels arrived at the Negombo Fisheries Harbour safely this morning.
Wild elephants had destroyed farmlands in the Harduwela area in Naula, Matale.
Residents of Harduwela point out that around 100 acres of their farmlands have been destroyed due to wild elephant incursion. The area residents request that an electric fence be built soon. Meanwhile, the movement to safeguard people's rights held a media briefing to discuss the wild elephant conflict and the building of electric fences.
We spoke about elephant traps. According to the impact we have created, the district secretary sent us a letter on the 29th of November 2014 stating that a sum of 30 million rupees has been passed to spend on elephant traps. This is that letter. However, there crops up an issue whether this wild elephant trap will be constructed. The problem is whether we can complete this as required by the people, causing no threat to their lives. Only once we can guarantee their safety is when we will properly fulfill our responsibilities.
NCC Tamil Union and Ports Authority cricket teams secured victory in the matches that concluded yesterday in the Interclub 3-day cricket tournament. The matches between Badurali and Ragama teams as well as the match between the Moors and the CCC teams ended in a draw. The NCC team is leading in Group A, winning 4 out of 5 matches that they have played, while the Ports Authority team is leading in Group B. A trophy of the Inter-School Under-18 7-a-side rugby tournament was secured by Kingswood College team. Kingswood beat Science College Kandy 24-7 at the match that kicked off at the Royal College Sports Complex yesterday. The plate of the tournament was secured to Wesley College Colombo, while the shield and bowl were secured by Lumbini College and the Dharmaraj College in Kandy respectively. And that's a wrap of lunchtime news here at News First. For the News First team, I'm Florin Rajendran. Have a wonderful day ahead of you.
Hotline 0114-896-896. www.newsfirst.lk. Feedback at newsfirst.lk.